Welcome back to my channel. In today's sewing tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this bubu gown. It's very simple. In fact, it's a kaftan bubu. It's kaftan, yeah. It's very simple and it's beginner friendly. Just pay attention so that you understand how to make the neckline. To make this, you will need 2.5 yards of crepe fabric or duchess, and then you're going to need 2 bundles of this ashoke fabric. Make sure they don't cut it out. Let them sell it to you, the 2 bundles in one. I don't know if you understand me. They shouldn't cut it out. It should be 2 bundles like this. I didn't cut it out. That way it will be easier for you to manage. So you're going to fold this into two like this when we are making the neckline so that it will look smaller. There are some that comes, their width is like this. You will see those ones. If those ones are the ones you're buying, then there's another way to sew them. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside, and then I'm going to start with the back. As you can see, I folded my fabric into two. So this is going to be for the back. From the center back, what I have here on fold is 20 inches. From the length of the bubu gown, I use the selvage. So this is the selvage, as you can see. So lengthwise, I use selvage to selvage as my lengthwise because this is by 62 and that's enough for me. If you're on the taller side, make sure to use the other side, meaning you're going to use 3.5 yards. So first thing I'm going to do is to mark out a border line. This line will also help me to be the join for the joining of the sleeve. So I'm going to go ahead and mark a 1/2 inch border line like so, and that's where all my vertical lines will start from. So from here I'm going to come down 11 inches. If you're on the plus size, because I'm a size 16, if you're on the plus size, you can do 12. If you're small medium, you can use 10. It's okay. The sleeve needs to be free anyway. So I'll just go ahead and square that line out. This is basically the only line you guys need. So next thing I'm going to do now is on this line, I'm going to do my bust divided by 4. I'll mark it, and then because the bubu gown is a very free one, I'm going to add 5 inches for ease. And then I'll go ahead, whatever I have from here to here, I'll take it all the way down to the hemline. So if you're size 20 and above, you can actually make the width of your bubu gown to be 25 inches, yeah, so that it can accommodate your bust round. Also, if you're on the like size 6, you can as well do the same thing, make it smaller, use your elbow line, the center back to your elbow line. So whatever that is, use it for your full measurements. So next I'm going to connect this like this, like a dormant sleeve. In fact, this is a dormant sleeve, right? So I'm going to connect this like this, and we'll go over to the neckline. For the neckline, I'm going to do 3 inches for the neckline. And for the back neck depth, remember I'm starting from this border line. I'm going to come down 1.5 inches and then connect it like this. So this is basically it. Very simple. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the neckline and also cut out the side seam. Make sure to pay attention because the main tutorial is on the neckline of the bubu gown style. After cutting this out, I'm going to use this to place on another fabric to cut out for the front. So I'll take away these things and use this to cut out for the front without the neckline. So this is it after cutting it out, and then I notched where the shoulder, the neckline stopped. You see what we have notched. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this ashoke. You're going to take the measurement on fold like this. If your own is as small as this, you don't need to fold it again. So I have 2.5 inches here, so I'm going to use 2 inches for, just watch what I'm doing to do. So from the shoulder, I'm going to come down 15.5 inches. That's how long I want it to be. You can don't do anything shorter than that, or else it will hang. Just use 15.5 inches, or you use your under bust line. So from here, from the center front, I'm going to come out 2 inches. Very, very important. Whatever you measure minus sewing allowance, and that is what you're going to place here. So I'm going to connect it to the neckline, to the shoulder line. This is very, very important, or else that opening will be too big or too small. So you have to be very careful. So this is it. I've cut it out, as you can see. The next thing I'm going to do is to open this up like this, and then I'm going to sew the shoulder. Just sew only the shoulder. Don't close the side seam until after we are done with the neckline. So this is it after I was done. So I'm going to go ahead and take the measurement of the neckline starting from the center back. Remember, this is a fold. Then whatever you have up to this place, you're going to add at least 3 inches more. So whatever you have gotten, the total of what you have on fold, that's what we are going to measure on the ashoke itself. So it's still, this is still on fold. So whatever you have measured here, cut it out. In fact, if you want, you can add 5 inches so that you're on the safe side. So because this design is very, very tricky, it can actually mess you up. So next thing you're going to do is to decide how long you want the opening in front to be. I want mine to be 10 inches. So now I'm going to take the measurement from the back to that place I came down, and for mine it is 15 inches. So on the ashoke, I'm going to place it like this and measure the 15 inches I got. I'm going to mark that and then go to my machine and sew in the middle, this center place, sew it all the way down. So this is it after sewing it. Very simple, right? So next thing we are going to do, this is the center back of the neckline. So you're going to take the center of this and align it to the center back and start pinning it. You pin it all the way around and sew it. So I'm going to pin it all the way around and sew it. I have not notched anything at this point. I just went ahead and just pinned it down and sew all the way round. So this is it after sewing it. You can see this, and then you notch it. This is it after notching it. I'm sorry, my camera stopped recording, but you just notch it to meet that place that you have sewn. You see it? Make sure it gets to that place so that you don't have a smile line, else that's what gives it a smile line or dimple, whichever one you call it. So you're just going to go ahead and close this place. This is it after sewing it. Next is for me to add the ashoke to the sleeve of the bubu gown style. You can decide not to add ashoke to the sleeve anyways, but I think it gives it this beauty. Anyway guys, this is it. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the sleeve and also hem the lower part of the bubu gown. And then after I was done ironing this and doing everything, this is how it's looking, guys. Don't mind the two pictures, they are the same clothes. I don't know the camera angle, maybe with the lighting or so, but they are the same bubu gown. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.